everyone. This is the bootleg stream of the Dev Series race, round 4 at Queensland Raceway. I'm going to be solo tonight because my fellow commentators are playing Forza because they've got money and they spend $100 to play it 4 days early. So, fair enough, understandable. So, I'm just trying to get this ready. So, do bear with me. With the driver's briefing will start soon, so I'm just trying to get everything prepared. So I thought I did make some slides, so if I fuck this up, I apologise. I'm just trying to learn this OBS still. So the track today is Queensland Raceway. This is the map provided from ASR, so 6 corners, nice long straight, decently straight at the back, but started with the stop. Sorry, it's my alarm to tell you to start streaming. So basically, so we've got 6 corners. We've got one, fairly fast right-hander, and then two. Two is the most important corner in the racetrack, so you need to line up for the longest straight down the back until you get to the end of it. So you get to about 250. 248, 250 k's an hour to the end. At the end in these cars, and then corner 3 is the biggest braking zone, and it's probably the sharpest corner as well because it's got a nice steep curve and then sort of fades into. And then you have basically the only 2 left-handers into turn 4 and 5, which 4 is or might be 4 might actually be tighter than 3 actually, but then 5 is sort of more of the easy corner, and then finally you got the sort of standard 90 degree or 180 degree corner in turn 6. So we've got 2 races tonight. So race 8 is we're actually doing they've flipped it around this event, so it's going to be the long race first, which is 40 laps at 125 kilometers, and there is 1 compulsory pit stop in that, and you can take that under yellow. So the fuel tank lasts about 24 laps and the tires last a little bit longer, around 30 laps. So I'll be interested to see if there is an early pit stop, how people will treat that if they try and fuel save, if it happens before the lap 20 mark or something. So then the second race, which is race 9, is pretty much half of it, half 62 k's, 62.5 k's for 20 laps, and that's pretty much straight sprint race. I don't think you don't think you need to pit stop in that one, so you should be able to get home on that one. All right, I'll see if I can switch things. So let's have a look at the current Drivers' Championship at the moment. So we have, I might as well put up both of them. So Ethan Knight in the lead, 788 points. He's 134 clear of his teammate Nathan Higgins. So as you can see on the right-hand side, they're pretty much dominating the, well, not too dominating, but definitely got a decent lead in front of the CRE DevOps team of Angus Brown and Jesse Bennett. And then and that's the thing, and that's pretty much they're the 3rd and 4th. And after that, you've got Darren Kemp with which is, and oddly enough, the team standings, the 3rd in the teams is a Super 3 team of Rhodey and Cracker. So while they may not be breaking the timesheets, they're definitely keeping. I think they've been having. I think I've seen Rhodey pretty much in the top, averaging like sort of the back end of top 10. So he's got the consistency down. I think he did have a shocker in one of the races, I do remember, but other than that, he's been holding on. He's been holding up to the. So I think where is he? He's running 7th in the Drivers' Championship. So look at that. You got he's got 3 Super 3s in Rhodey, Mark Lane, and Brian Walsh. And it's been nice. So that's consistency is the key. Showing up and getting decent results. Not bad at all. So nice work. So with that, hang on, I took a screenshot of this. So that is your championship leader at the moment. So that is Ethan Knight in the orange and blue tainted, that's not the best word to use. Painted, I think is the word I'm using for the not CRE, Jesus Christ. The SES boys. There's quite a few of them in the main series, so you can get confused. So he is the orange and blue one, if you need that. Had a quick look at the practice times on the running line. I can turn those off. Hang on. Give me a second. Practice times. There we go. I'll turn that off. There we go. So shows you what you can do. Will Devonish doing a 107, a low 107, pretty much with a fuel with 91% fuel in the car. So shows you what you can do. Steve Warwick had a nice lap. So definitely, I think possibly pole will be probably a low 107 around here with the faster guys. So hopefully they can get into that mark. So you got 10 minutes and it's about that long. So you can probably get about 6-7 laps into qualifying if you leave the lane as soon as possible and nothing goes wrong. Because we don't do hard cuts like iRacing, or some iRacing does. You can start your last lap passes once the count hits 0 and you're on your last lap. It will count. What else have I got here? So I've got the track map I've done, Drivers' Championship. Oh, another note is drivers have been warned. Hang on, I've got to turn that off. Yep. About this pit lane exit. So you'll notice the hard line there. When they're exiting the pits, they cannot cross that line at all with any part of the car. I think you have to be pretty safe when you're merging onto the racetrack. And if you are on the racetrack, you can't go more than half a car length over the hard line. Otherwise, you will get penalised if you post race or during race. So we can't. So it's basically a sort of a rule imposed track limit, because with the way track limits work on the maps, you can't really get it to work properly or consistently. So it's sort of manually done, and there have been drivers who I won a race because of that, because the driver in front of me was going too much over it consistently. I was wondering how he was getting so much far away from me, because it's getting basically because if you get your whole car across that line, you can get about 2/10 into the T1. So that's probably why. So they're just in drivers briefing at the moment. So I think I'm running out of things to say. So I recently came. Let's have a look at the track, I guess, because I recently came here for the 2 Days of Thunder TA2 Enduro event. If I can go back into, so let's see if I can get to. Let's have a look. So this is definitely an older. This is probably based on an R Factor track from late 2000s, I'd say. So the old Solo building's gone. It's been replaced. Tony Quinn's bought the track and he's put a nice big sort of fancy corporate building, and even I think it's about 10 corporate garages basically, all concrete, and then it's sort of got these sort of remained from the yesteryear, so the older garages. But I'd say there's about 10, maybe even more nice corporate concrete garages under the big building. Let's see if I can fly around in this thing. Can I fly around here or end? Hang on, no, I don't know these cameras. So this is so this is long gone now. This is all a corporate building. That's definitely long gone. I think they put the podium there out in the donut strip down there now when they do the events. Let's have a look around. These are now gone. It's a car park now, so the seats remain, and they've got shelter on the seats. Not these ones here down here, but these ones up here. No, I don't know if that was ever existed in real life or that was just put in by the track maker. But these do exist as well, but they're got shelter on them now. But they're that fancy stuff are there. That's just normally a car park and kebab shop or a potato slinky venue. That's where they normally go. But other than that, the track's pretty much, definitely the layout hasn't changed all over these years. It's a very simple layout, as we've seen in the track map, the paper clip. There is that, it's a bit drier these years, but there is a deep shallow there that a little pond could exist if it rains heavily. What else have we got down the back straight? Do we have any corners? So this is the most important corner of the track, T2. So I think the track's about 12 meters wide, so you've got to get the run perfectly, and you will be murdering your tires, your left-hand side tires. Even though we have one tire track where this round, it still hurts and it still feels it. But and you got the nice long straight down the back. These are just alternate track layouts that we're using, of course. That hill still exists pretty much, and I think they're just coming out for the end of warm-up, so we might be going to qualifying very, very soon. So I'll finish my boring yapness. Oh, look, I've sponsored that. That's awesome. Down the end here. Where are we? I have no idea where we are. Anyway, we've got cars on track, so let's have a look who's out on track. It's Cracker. So he's running decently in the points championship, so hopefully they can have another consistent run, and they don't do that. Cold tyres will be a factor in the first lap of qualifying, so you have to, maybe in the first lap of the race if you don't get them warm, so that'll be something to watch out for. Who else is on track? Anyone else? We've got Jesse Bennett, so I might just see if I can fix that so it loads. There we go. Back into replay. Enter. There we go. I'll just check if my replays are working. Yes, they are. Yep. Is that live? I do apologise for this. I am not a professional. So I think we are missing a few. So I've got a pretty small grid of normally we get about 20 cars in, but we're missing quite a few. Cheese can't make it. Who else is missing? I think some of the Argentinians, one of the or two of the Argentinians are not here. I don't, and I do probably get their names pronounced wrong. So if I do, I apologise. And it's pretty crazy time. I think it's like they're like 11 hours difference, so it'd be like 7 o'clock or it's around 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning there. Maybe even a bit earlier because he said he had to wake up to play it, so I think that was Rally Delibot or Delibor, I don't know how to say it. So I think this is another fellow Argentinian. I'll have to do some research to make sure I'm not getting their origins incorrect. And apparently they play on, two of them play on mice. And I mean as in mouse and keyboard. And they use the analog mouse to steer, which is quite impressive, to be honest. Like, this game is pretty much a simulator, as I think we're heading into quality as the cars disappear out of existence. So, and I do have live timing on my laptop that I've done, so let's just have to restart that. Live timing, all right. As we just sort of wait. It's the old 2022 pace car, which might need an update, I think. We've been running it for a good, it'll be the 4th year running. Looks like Snipes is going to be the first one out of the box. Can't cross that line, otherwise his first lap will not count. Sorry, and it's very sensitive, this mouse, so I apologise how rough. Yeah, it's super high. Where did I even go? I just moved it a bit then, so I do apologise. It's not very smooth, so as they all line up. Couple of cars just waiting. I think Walsh is just going to move to the side, let everyone go as we get this underway. So 10 minutes, probably get about, I'd say 7 laps maximum. So let's have a look. So who did the fastest? I think Angus Brown did the fastest lap in practice. So I might go on board with him. Give me a moment, see if I can find a cockpit camera. So I'll wait until he gets there, I guess. So there's no real warming of tyres. It's basically just track position is key, and just a little bit of warming. But they don't want to let anyone pass. If they feel like they're going to be faster now, I'd probably want to give a little bit more than space than that. But Higo might be going, no, I want your draft completely. So we'll go on board with Angus because he did set a 107 in the time. Here we go, cockpit view. So here we go. Could have probably taken a wider entrance for his first lap, but maybe didn't want to be vulnerable to Higginson. So they've got to basically, yeah, pretty much where Snipes hit that line. Don't go further than that. Hold fourth here. Oh, he's hit the curb. That'll definitely cost him. There's going to be a banker lap, I'd say. But we'll stick with him. See where he brakes. Braking just after the 150 mark. The rears slide out underneath him, but it helps him turn. Don't know if he's going to be much of a slipstream assistance from Snipes. Ooh, but Snipes loses it. And he's really lost it. This is going to probably balk him. Well, I think he's already been balked, but I think he's, yeah. So I don't think he's going to, I think this will probably be a 10, high 108 for him. But that's alright. Go again, he's got clear path for another lap. So, coming around start finish. Let's see as the timing starts. It's a low 108, so it wasn't too shabby, even though he got balked, but I definitely reckon he can probably get a good 7/10 speeder on that. So the fastest sectors at the moment. Nathan Higginson's on the fastest sector 2 with a 23.9. Fastest sector 3, Jesse Bennett, and the fastest sector 1, actually, sorry, was a okay, sector 1 was fastest by Higgin, fastest sector 2 was Angus Brown. Sorry, it's starting to light up like a Christmas tree now. Everyone's getting some green as they would. See if Cracker gets a decent lap with a slipstream. Moves to 6, that helped. I think that slipstream helped, so top 10 for Cracker so far. So at the moment, Angus on top and Ethan Knight, but it looks like he's 8/10 behind, so I don't know if that was his best lap. Steve Warwick's 5th at the moment, so nice work. He's coming to get an immediately fresh set of tyres, so he's probably running very, very low fuel. Maybe just doing 1 lap runs. Or maybe that's what you have to do. Maybe the tyre deg is so much you just lose it. You lose the... That's not going to help Higo. But yeah, maybe that's the strategy. Is you don't do 2 laps. It's probably 1 out lap, 1 on, and then go again if the tyres lose their shine and top performance in 1 lap. Oh, but everyone's sliding around. Looks like that's, yeah, Angus Bales. What you can do, we do allow pulling over to the side and just exiting. Sort of get less people get balked that way, but still can balk, but rather than trundling around and losing time. We just go, yeah, just go back to the pits. Go for it. Alright, so Higginson's is currently 4th with a 108.3. Ethan Knight's on the fastest sector 2 with a 23.788. He goes not doing a lap, apparently. Okay. Ethan with his lights on, letting don't block me as you exit the pits. So let's see what Ethan do. He's taken pole with a 108 flat, pretty much. And that's half of quali done so far. So it doesn't take long. Got to make sure you execute immediately, pretty much. Melody running at last at the moment with a 13, sorry. So it's a bit slow, so she might have made a mistake. I reckon with her consistency, she's been running better, so she's only, okay, maybe not. Let's see how she's taking these corners. She's understeering. Oh, she's, yeah, a bit understeery. Might need a bit more throttle just to get the car turned. Does she improve? She does improve. She's gone past Glenn Miles, so that'll help. While she's with the lights on, let's see if he's up on his time. The new golden rims this year. Oh, he's up at 10th. If he can find 2 more, he might get another spot. Let's see how he goes. Probably want to take a wider entrance to that corner. The Tassie Devil Motorsport car. Good old FGX. Runs the line. Does he improve? He does! Ooh, 4/10. So that was a great last sector for Walshy to improve to 12. Right, so with 3 minutes to go, how are we looking? So, Alex Bennett, the thumbnail for this series on the stream at the moment. Thank you for the photo there, Alex. Not a bad looking livery either. Reminds me of the, I think it was Courtney. Oh, I can't remember the name of the sponsor. He had a similar sort of livery back in the day. It was a single round livery. Bit understeery there. Can he plan it? Does he improve? He doesn't. Oh, that was a shocker. Alright. Alright, so everyone's probably coming out for their last run. Steve Warwick has lost a spot to Bennett. He was 5th. Nice clean livery that. Good retro looking livery. Hopefully there's someone leaving the pits. Does he improve? He gets his 5th back. Just by 0.023. So nice work there, Warwick. Can Nathan Higginson improve? He does by a tenth and a half. Only just half. Basically, that half a tenth helped him get past Snipes. Angus Brown, he's on a personal best, and if he keeps this up, he might get pole. So that's the wide entrance that Walshy probably should look to take next time. Looking pretty smooth. This might be a pole. The dying lap. It isn't. It's 0.068 off Ethan. So he's going around again. Oh, we've got a helicam. That's cool. That's automatic. I didn't do that. So I might just stick with Angus because he did. Oh, that's not going to help. He's kept his foot in it, but I reckon that would have cost him, as we'll find out, because the sector time is just down the end of this straight, I believe. Oh, barely. So he's not improved. Oh, but that's okay. That's, yeah, that will hurt. Let's see how Nathan's tracking. Higatoni comes to the line. Oh, he's 5 seconds off. Okay, that was a disaster. Snipes is on it. His person's last sector was personal best, it looks like. So can he keep this up? We've got 1 minute to go. And I might see if I can change to a grid pit straight camera. He is up. So is this on? This is on track for jumping a spot and getting onto the inside line for the race, which is crucial for this track because you're just pretty much going to the right most of the time. Can he hold it to get 3rd and get the inside line for row 2, or even better, outside line for row? Oh, what am I talking about? He's definitely gone better. He's put it on pole with 20 seconds to go. So can I zoom in? Does this have a zoom? No. What am I doing? End. Here we. Can I go up? All right. So apologize for the camera. So keep it still. All right. So 2 seconds. 1 second. Higo can get another lap. So I wish it would. This mouse is so sensitive. All right. So Snipes has gone pole at the moment with decent 2/10. I think. Yeah, pretty close to 2/10. No improvement. Does he go? No. Angus, does he get a better lap? He does not. He will start in 3rd. Alex Bennett in 7th. Does not improve. And here comes Snipes. Does he improve his time? He does not, but he's still in pole. So the Commodores and the sea of Mustangs, which there is a lot of them in Super 2. I think there's about 4. Oh wait, we've still got more cars coming around. Sorry, apologise. Rhodey. He is... Where's Rody? He's 10th. Has he improved? No, he doesn't. Is anyone else on a green lap? I think that might be it. From what I can see. So well done, Snipes, to pip that with a 107.889. And here goes doing a practice start. It might be a warm-up session, but I suppose his tyres are going to be pretty warm if he's done all that. But see if he nails it. A bit of wheel spin. I'll probably get out of this camera now. Let's have a watch. I do apologise for my poo shit settings. I don't have any smoke. I don't have any shadows. My graphics are crap, but even though I've got a decent computer, I think I experienced a memory leak at Sandown many years ago, and it cost me a 5th place, just because I got massive frame lag coming into the main straight. It just spun me, and ever since that, I've just set my settings to poo, and I'm not changing them because I'll forget to change them next week, and I'll experience it again. So that's why it's a bootleg stream. But anyway, so nice work, Snipes, with a good 10th and a bit over Ethan Knight and Angus Brown, pretty much. Because they were setting the heaters in practice, and I think they were at the top during the week. And that's the thing, when Snipes can make it, if there's not a rugby game, or if he's not, I think he's got a band that he plays the drums in, possibly. I don't know if he still does that. I know music is a definitely big part of his life, so when he's not at a rugby match or playing with his band, possibly, if he still does, I don't know. This was many years ago, I think. But when he shows up, he can still drive. He's pretty much a supercars quality driver, to be honest. I just think he doesn't get the time, or the calendar doesn't line up. But so I think we're going to move into a race very soon. So again, this is the 40-lap race. With one compulsory pit stop, and you can take it under yellow, so it'll be interesting to see if there's a very early yellow, like before lap 10. You could probably make it home, but there will be saving to do if it's a green from pretty much lap 13 onwards. Green from there if you pitted. Alright, this is going to be a warm-up session, so... I think I've gone through all my screens. Do I get my time here? No, I don't get the time. Live timing switches to warm-up, so I can't tell you exact times, but I'll tell you the grid. So, yep, Snipes on top. Ethan Knight on the front row with him. That's the series leader. Angus Brown, P3, followed by Nathan Higginson. Row 3 is Stephen Warwick and Jesse Bennett. Row 4, Alex Bennett and Cracker with an 8. So that's pretty good for ES3 guys. Rody and Mark Lane in the 5th row. Marco Franco in 11th. Brian Walsh in 12th. Valerie Delabo or Delabot, I don't know how to say that, in 13th, Melody Smith in 14th, and Glenn Miles in 15th. So again, yeah, a couple. I know some couldn't make it. Who's missing? I think Kemp, Matt Cecil. Yeah, I don't know who else, but just got a message. Oh, I haven't shared the broadcast, so give me one moment. Let's see. No one's probably even watching this, because give me a moment. I apologize. It's probably been talking to myself. My channel live. Probably even watching this, because copy link. So just give me a moment, people. so apologies if the screen's a bit choppy when you alt tab out of the game. It doesn't like it. Picks general chat. I'll do it here. Apologise. Thanks for that, Tim. Thanks for letting me know. I forgot to actually copy the link, and I just started streaming. I haven't figured out how to do what's it called? Delayed start or broadcast scheduling. Anyway, so we're going to get some few drivers, I imagine, practicing starts. So I might just get, see if we can get to the end. There we go. End. See if they. I might get a drink, so give me a moment. Sound check. Oh fuck! Yep, that's fizzy. I've just covered myself in drink because I was obviously shaken in the fridge. So, whoops. I'll just wear that for the rest of the broadcast. So drivers practicing starts on the inside line, staying away from the outside line. I cannot move my mouse. It is super sensitive. If you're here, I can't see the chat window. I might just move that afterwards. So if there's any problem with the sound, just let me know. I'm using my cheap Anko microphone. Jeez, I've really got this drink everywhere. Yes, don't shake up your alcohol, canned alcohol in the fridge accidentally for broadcast. Looks like, who's that? It's just getting some laps in. I guess that's another thing. Yeah, you want to get used to the fuel, how the car feels on new tyres, but full fuel load, because I think you can put, excuse me, it's gassy alcohol. I think you can put 133 litres in these, or is that, no, it's Gen 3. I think it's 112 litres into these things, and for qualifying they were probably only putting like, I don't know, 15, 20 litres in, so there was definitely a weight difference. Some guys are practicing battling, trying to get inside lines. Good Super 3 is having a battle there. Is my mouse cursor on screen? It is too. I apologise for that. I can't get rid of that. Anyway. No, don't press that. Press that key. So I'll just have another swig of my drink, and I'll just see if I can bring the YouTube chat up one moment. I really should probably learn how to do this shit before the fucking stream starts. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Tim. I am drinking a alcoholic lemon lime and bitters. Because that's what I do. So I might move this chat over here. There we go. So I can see chat, so if there's any dramas on the sound or screen cuts out, or if I just generally fuck up, just let me know. I'm in this booth by myself. So normally we'd have the other guys broadcasting and I'd be helping out and I'd just commentate and they'd take control, but they're all playing fucking Forza Horizon. And I'm doing all this by myself. Franco. And series leader Ethan Knight. So he's starting on the second. Is he? No, he's starting on the second row. Yes, he's starting. No. Live timing updates with warm up, not previous. So I think he just wants. He's got about 100 and I can't remember the exact amount he's got as we tick over to race. But as long as he gets a good result, he wants to. I would imagine he just wants to maintain his championship lead, so I don't think he's gonna. And that's the thing, the other drivers might take advantage of that. They think, well, if you want to hold on to your lead, you're not going to fight for this position. So a couple of chess games to be played out there. Ooh. a lot of wheel spin for that start for Jesse. But the pole man, NZ Snipes, aka Kane Gray. Long time. Well, geez, yeah. I think he started about 2 rounds before I did, back in 2020, in the COVID era, where this sim racing exploded. But no, we used to have great battles in the old Dev series. And he did win around in supercars as well. He won around at Phillip Island, I recall, where he ran the track where the Kiwis ran hards and stayed out, and it worked by half, or maybe 3/4 of a track, I think. Like the soft guys were coming. I just just realized what I said. The soft tire cars were coming up faster. I'm not going to shut up. Just shut up. But anyway, I'll shut up and I'll quickly go through the grid when they're all gridded. Well, technically this is my home track. It's about 25-minute, 30-minute drive from the city, but since I've been going to Gold Coast for so many years, I kind of feel like Surfers Paradise, even though it's an extra 20-minute drive or 25-minute drive. I still count Surfers Paradise as my home track, but I don't know, it's starting to turn around. I did enjoy the 2 days of Thunder. You have pretty much great pit access. You can all these Bathurst winners just walking around, which is really impressive. Anyway, so let's go through the grid. So NZ Snipes, Kane Gray starting off pole, topping all these Mustangs behind him. He is starting on the first row. Ethan Knight, championship leader, warming up his tyres. P3, Angus Brown. So while he did have the fastest times in practice, just couldn't get it happening to take the top in qualifying. So you've only got 10 minutes. That's when you've got to do it. P4, Nathan Higginson. Hopefully you can keep those tyres not as hot as they can be in the past and keep it on the track, because they'll definitely get hot around this track. The second of the Commodores, the rare Super 2 Commodores, Steve Warwick. And I do like that livery. I think his son made that livery. Jesse Bennett, the second of the CR yacht cars in the, what's the flavour? Lychee Burst Oxy Shred. I hate Oxy Shred with a passion. They taste like shit. But the liveries look good. Alex Bennett in the RotoZip Mustang. First of the Super 3s, Cracker in these retro style livery, and his teammate Rody in I still reckon it's probably the best retro livery on this model of car that we've seen in the series. He's done a really good job with that. Mark Lane, P10, and then Marco Franco. I think a couple of his teammates are missing because there's normally 3 of those red and black FGs, yes. And Brian Walsh in the Tassie Devil Virtual Sports, and then the only Nissan, and then we got Valerie Delabo, I still don't know if I'm getting that right, P13. Melody Smith, it's the only Nissan in the field at the moment, because a couple of the other guys, Angus Wells and Keita? No, I forgot his name, I apologise, but missing. Ben Miles, and that is it. So, can I get a distant camera? Bear with me here. Oh dear. Apologies for the mouse cursor. And the... Oh, stop. You can't touch the table. Here we go. 40 laps. No penalties. Oh, but there's roadies around immediately. Oh, that's bad luck. That Snipes has taken the first corner. And what's happened to Ethan? Ethan's down to 4th, and he's literally swapped positions with his teammate. He started in the second row, and Higo's got a great run. So he's going to make an opt for the attack. Here he goes. Are the tyres warm enough? Or not really, the fronts aren't, but the rear sliding helped him then. And that has taken the lead. So only not even barely half a lap in the lead for Snipes, but I think he's just got to stick with him. Long race. So Angus Brown in third. And Warwick's got Knight as well. So Knight's had a shocker off the first row. Apologies if I missed that. I was watching Rhodey getting murdered in the background. Bennett in 6. Mark Lane's up 3, so with all that chaos, he's up 3. Cracker. Marcus Franco's up 2. Brian Walsh up 2. So these are all the people who've probably got 2. Alex Pennick probably might have been involved in that start. And unfortunately, Rhodey's the one who got hit, and then I think Melody smacked into Rhodey. So that's not a shame. But anyway, back to the lead. So Snipes, he might just sit here, manage his tyres, because tyres will be a factor, and fuel's a factor as well. So if he wants to, well, when I say that as he goes in, but if he wants to maybe sit where, if he can hold station, he can let that big spaceship ugly Mustang shape punch a hole in the air and maybe save a little bit of fuel and maybe get a faster, so we can stick behind him. But that said, Higginson's just extended the lead to half a second now. My cursor's still in the way. It is too. Sorry. And Warwick's looking a bit racy here. He did do a 107 in practice throughout the week, so he's got the speed in him. So he's showing the nose a bit far back, but he's showing his intentions to Angus, going, I think I can pass you. Goes in deep there. And Knights, yeah, just holding station now. So the field's really spread out at the moment as we've got a battle. Looks like Alex and Marco having a good battle here. As he dives down, a big dive. And he's got it. Nice pass. We go back up to leaders, and there goes Warwick on Angus. He's in the perfect spot. Oh, they touch. I think that's just unfortunate, and that's gonna maybe get Ethan Knight a spot here. No, Angus holds. So I think that was just side-by-side racing. It was unfortunate, but he's lucky he didn't get carted off the road with colliding wheels as Warwick goes wide. But I think he's trying to get a better run, and he's trying to catch up to the other two now. So nice work, Warwick. And he is definitely a lot older than the rest of the field. Oh, as Angus is saying, oh, he's trying to. I think he's a bit. I don't think he's happy with how that move passed, but to be honest, it was just unlucky. I don't think it was any intention of Steve to just shove him off there. But Warwick was there. He was definitely side by side with him. So I don't think it was a penalty or anything like that. I think it's just unfortunate, basically. Let's have a look at the leaders. Snipes is now challenging Higintoni. Oh, he might get a cross under here, but he's blocked, and he's again gassed it up. So with these two fighting, this will definitely help Warwick. So Warwick's 2.2 seconds behind Snipes, it looks like. Yes. So Snipes is not going away. But if this race remains green, because that was a big crash at the start, I'm quite surprised he didn't go instant safety car. So, geez, we had to have a drink. So, since I'm wearing the drink, I might as well drink out of it as well. But you know, fuel is a factor here if it stays green. So if you can save, but that's it. If you can take the lead, as that's Higgins locking up the fronts. Now that'll be okay for now, but he doesn't want to keep doing that. We do have flat spots in this game, and you can do a lot of damage and affect your braking performance, because if you flat spot a front tyre, as I've done before, it will find that flat spot every single time you punch the brakes, and you basically lose braking performance because it's locking up still. So he might have done a decent. It might be a flat spot on that. So while we're only 5 laps in, it's nothing too drastic. It's gonna affect him more and more. It's a hole you can keep digging basically on your tire, and you need good front brakes when you're coming to the two heavy right-handers. As here you go, my goodness, and that's going to give Snipes a chance here. They are making distance from Warwick, but that's opened the door for Snipes. He's going to perfectly park his car in the spot so he can't get a crossover, and Snipes take the lead. Now Higo needs to this can be the downside of Higginson. Sometimes he wants to be in the lead. He is fast, and he knows he's fast, but he needs to understand races are not won if you're not in the lead. Races are won if you're leading at the end of the race. Now it sounds simple, but he needs to find, I don't know, his mental trick to say, right, I'm in second place, I'm still in a good spot, maybe cool my tires down, get in a rhythm, and slowly catch up now. So now he's down 8/10 with that locking up going into the left-handers in turns 4 and 5. So that's the thing. And time, this is the longest race. This is the longer race of the 2 races tonight in race 8. I don't have any graphics, unfortunately, to tell you that, but tires will be a factor. So what's happening? So this field's sort of spreading out quite a bit, actually. So Angus Brown, Ethan Knight, so he's nearly over a second and a half away. So Molly had a great qualifying session. This hasn't been the best run, but we haven't had pit stops yet. We haven't had any yellows, so the race is definitely not over yet. Excuse me. Jesse Bennett hasn't made any position, and we've got a safety car. We have a safety car. What has happened? Rody is off the track. I'm going to do a replay. And 2 cars go spiraling off, and that probably triggers it. So with that, how many people are pitting? Is anyone pitting? No one is pitting. But that's the thing, they might wait until the very last lap of the safety car period to pit, and you may be able to make it. I was told by some of the CRE guys that or it might have been an SES guy actually. I won't say who, I guess, to be fair. But so he reckons around fuel can last about 24 laps on green, and tires last a bit longer, around 30 laps. So I don't know if you can save if they go into the pits and come out. But it might be an idea just to get it out of the way and get fresh tyres just in case there is another yellow, and then you can make it. So it's going to be interesting to see who pits. So what I might do, I might just see if I can get a good shot of the pits here. Apologies, just please bear with this hypersensitive mouse as we go to a drone cam. Trying to go across. Can I go across? Can I go across? No, that's front and back. I cannot go left and right. I can? No. Yep, no, I can go forward and back. Okay. Whee! Okay. So Higginson has crashed coming into the pits. My goodness. I want to check if you damaged your car. So who's in? This is a terrible camera, so apologise. So Rhodey's in for the damage. So is, I think that's Delabo or Delabot. So Higginson's come in. That's probably not a bad idea the way he's been those students tell it. Walsh is coming in, he's down the back of the grid. Yes, that's smart as well, actually. So now, will there be more people taking the pits the next lap? I can't tell when it goes green, unfortunately. So I can only basically tell when it goes green when the safety car peels away or they slow up to let the safety car go. So Looks like Dalibo didn't have too much damage. But Rhodey's still in the lane, so, and I think Higginson had a long stop, but he probably wanted to repair damage, so they're all drivable, so that's good to see. Cracker's a lap down? I've missed that. Or was he part of the yellow, maybe? Where's Cracker? Hang on. I'll go back to normal cameras. Oh no, Cracker's DNF'd. I missed that.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Who's this?
Luke.
Hello, Luke.
Your pit lane reporter.
Hello, pit lane reporter. What happened to Cracker? I missed that.
I believe it was suspension damage. Engine damage.
Oh, okay.
It was a double downshift.
Bad luck, I missed that. So I believe that the yellow was caused from Rhodey and Valibo.
Rhodey and
is it?
Val.
Do you know how to pronounce the name?
I'm not going to
Okay,
try.
I've been saying it's either Dalibo or Dalibot, but they're probably both completely wrong. Alright, so...
Could be against it. No, pit lane, we're trying the Higo under safety car to then make that second stop shorter.
Well, that's the thing. It might not even be... If there's another yellow, they might not need a second stop. So this might be a winning strategy if there's another yellow.
And all this compulsory pit stop regardless.
Exactly, yes.
And you won't make it on fuel you'd need.
Exactly.
But we're going to try to give him fresh tyres, a fresh run on a boat, and he'll have about 30 litres less of fuel come pit stop time part 2. Or part 1 for everyone.
Sounds good. Did he get much damage crashing into the tyre wall there?
Little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll definitely keep an eye on that because I didn't know if anyone else is gonna, because I thought there might be some might pit on the very last lap of the yellow, just to try and make it on if they need to save. But the thing is, you might as well get your compulsory out of the way, just in case there's another yellow, and then you can hold track position. But then, who knows? There might be another yellow later. So that's the whole game. Now, are we going green this lap? Do you have that information?
I do not, mate.
Well,
I can go.
No, I think Snipes is signing up. All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So we've got some information. So yep, reverse pit strategy, which I kind of like. I think it's a bold attempt. And look at that. And that will be removed. That's just the game being stupid. And Snipes has had a great run to lead us off here. And we've got another Commodore. So the two Commodores, because missing Kai Jones at the moment, the pink and whatever colour Commodore is not out there tonight either. And Angus Brown is now running third. Ethan Knight's fourth. Jesse Bennett having I don't know if they're brothers or... I think they're brothers, Alex and Jesse. Or they could be cousins. Or they could not be related at all. But Alex is down the inside of Jesse, and that is a perfect pass. No lock-up, no contact. And fair racing between both, so nice work there, Alex. And that's put him up to 5th, so he's having a good run at the moment. Hopefully he can keep up with Ethan. Any other battles? He goes carving through the field at the moment. So Higo. So who took the lead? I might just write this down. So the people who pitted were Rhodey, Higgin. Right in front of. Oh no! Well, I was about to say, strategy-wise, this might help Higginson, but Glenn Miles has spun right in front of him. So let's have a look at this. He went wide to give him space, and he's just spin right literally into the side. Oh, that would have hurt in real life too. So hopefully he hasn't got too much damage. And it was Walshy and Dalibo as well. Dalibot, anyway. They all pitted on lap 10 basically, so they're all the ones who've done their compulsory pit stops. Anyway, back to the race, sorry about that. So Snipe's still holding station, half a second ahead of Warwick. Angus Brown in third, Ethan 9 in fourth. So they're all sort of holding this thing. And Alex, well, I was about to say he was holding with Ethan a bit, but just broke too late. And once again, Jesse takes his spot back. So you don't really want to fight too much, if it's because it's quite a bit of spacing happening. Warwick's sort of staying with him around the half-second mark. Lost a tenth in the last lap. As Snipes tries to break the trail, the slipstream. But having a good night so far for Snipes. Pole, fought for the lead, got the lead. So Alex and Jesse still battling, but that is costing them time to Ethan. Because they were just behind him before, like basically a lap ago. Now he's 1.6 seconds ahead of them. 2.4 seconds ahead of him because Alex has got the pass back. And that's bringing the Super 3 of the FGX of Marcus Franco. And he's got a great look down the inside there. And he might have T1 here. I think he does. He's side by side. But Jesse's got the draft of his fellow Bennett there, so that helped him there. But good opportunistic move there by Marcus to get up there. So he's up 4 positions with all the hectic thing. He's a bit understeery there, unfortunately. And Rhodey, even with that crash at the beginning and pitting, he's now up to 8. So he's made some ground. Mark Lane might have had an issue because he was running 8th, I think. And Dalabo, of course, had that incident with Rhodey. And while she pitted, so anyway, Steve Warwick's caught up a couple of tenths so he's not letting Snipes go, but Snipes might be just going, look, I'm in the lead, got to look after these tyres because yes, he hasn't pitted. So that's the thing. If it stays green, I don't know how much. I don't think Higo lost too much time in that incident. And if it basically stays green, then Higo's got the advantage. And maybe even the other guys, depends how long if they can keep. Geez, I'd say about 40 seconds to do a pit here. I haven't really checked. I wouldn't know. Ooh, Snipes gets a bit loose there. Yep. So they've been running 15 laps. So the tyres will start to hurt. I can probably tell if let's have a look. Does it? No, I can't bring it up. But these guys, I think Angus is starting to close in these two as well. As he's half a second behind Steve Warwick at the moment. Ethan's a bit far back, but that's the thing. If these three start battling and the tyres start fighting, then that'll definitely close. Because that's the thing is, as soon as you go too wide in any of these corners, you will slow both you down. Oh, I thought he might have broken a bit late then, but no, he made it. Are there any other battles? So Higo's already up to 7th. So if he keeps it smart and there's no safety car, he is in a good position. This might be to be fair, I probably would have pitted as well, just to get it out of the way. But some other drivers are hoping just for another safety car. But if you look at the way this the field's spacing out, it's quite hard to get a safety car here. I mean, we had one because there was an incident. But if it stays this way, it might go green, and these guys might lose a spot to Higginson. Because Higginson is on fresher tyres, so he might be able to get some. He's on basically 10 lap or 6 lap. Yeah, I guess 10 lap fresher tyres than the rest. So let's have a look. So he's currently, where is he? Let's have a look. He's 13 seconds away from Snipes. So lap 16 around 13 seconds. So let's see if he can close that up if these guys start fighting. So Snipes has made a bit of gap now. to Steve Warwick. So this, basically the pit window, the normal, if this was a green, the pit window basically would be open now when you want to pit. And will there be undercutting or overcutting or waiting for another safety car? But I think, yeah, because I think the other three were just pitting due to damage. And Higo got damage entering the pits, but I don't think he lost too much time. Oh, as Angus has a snap there, so these tyres are starting to feel it. So they're going to start slowing, losing lap time now. Especially with a heavy braking zone and going the majority to the right. Because there's a clockwise circuit, there's only 2 left-handers. Just see if there's any other battles at the moment. So Higo's getting very close to Marcus here. But he's doesn't need to push. He's got the pit advantage. He doesn't need to push this hard. While he has made a second, he doesn't need to like massively push as Marcus goes wide. Just, I think you're gonna have to give that up. He went way too wide there, and that's another spot for Higginson. So he's 12.5 seconds. Doesn't want to go too far across that line. There is you can get a post-race penalty for that. So you don't want to go more than 50% of your... Oh, as he go... Oh, that was basically... any more rotation on that front wheel, that could have been a snap back into the wall there. So he doesn't need to push this hard. 12 seconds is definitely long, is shorter than a pit stop. So if this race stays green, he's in the window to win. So he doesn't need to try and catch up. He just needs to put solid laps in. He doesn't need to burn his tyres, try to catch up. Doesn't need to smash over the curbs. He just needs to keep it smooth, consistent. And at this moment in time, if there is no yellow card, if there's no safety car, if someone's coming to the pit. So Angus Brown, he's going for an undercut. He's going right. I don't know if there's going to be another yellow. I might as well get this over and done with. And it looks like someone else is pitting, and Alex Bennett. So, yep, we're going to start seeing cars in the coming of the lane, it looks like. I think the tyres are starting to definitely hurt. Is anyone else pitting? No. Oh, and Higo. What? I'll find it. Did he? I think he pushed too hard. This corner, while it's the most important, he doesn't. Yeah. Oh, see that again. Very close to looping it, and how much? That's cost him 3 seconds. And was it? Oh, there's another yellow. Oh, it's Franco. He was just ahead of him. So what's happened here? Was there contact? No, he's just. He's gone into the pebbles. Yep, you can physically see it on the track there. Keeps the gas on just to get it rotated in the grass, and well, it's a good recovery, but you won't be happy with that. As looks like Lane had a bit of a wobble at the background. So has anyone else pitted? Sorry about this. Only got one camera screen at the moment. Alex rejoins in 13th. So that was who was that? So Alex and Angus pitted on lap 16, I think it was, or 17. I can't remember exactly. Right, sorry about this. I'll get back to the race. Alright, so Snipes still in the lead. Warwick 3 seconds back now, so Snipes has been making hay, getting away from Warwick now. So either he's managing his tyres better or he's just putting in more solid laps. Ethan Knight up to 3rd because Angus has taken his pit stops. Jesse Bennett 4th. Nathan Higginson. Now he's 15 seconds away from the lead. That's still in a good spot. Hopefully, maybe Luke might be telling him, look, seriously mate, you don't need to try and break the lap record every lap. If you just go 80, if he just drops it to 80%, he's in a prime spot to win this race and get good championship points. So he's got to make sure he takes this corner That's more like it. See, that's more like it. Let the tyres cool a bit. Let your brain cool a bit, and just remember, you have pitted while not like under yellow, while others have to pit in green, which is a good 20. I'd say a 20-second difference, 20, even more, maybe a 27-second difference. All right, is there any more battles? There's Valerie Delabo comes to pit again because I think they had to pit last time for the incident. As here we go, the leader is pitted. So Snipes in. So once he exits, we'll see where he is compared to Higginson. Hopefully there's no drama exiting or entering the pits. Still on for a podium at this rate. It's a long pit stop. Can I go to a different camera? Can I see where Higo is? That's Walshy going past now. See, Walshy's pitted. So he's legit in that position. And there you go. So Nathan Higginson. So he's already passed him. So let's have a look. So Nathan Higginson's in 4th. So he's gonna pit. He's done his pit stop, trying to make it last, and he is a good 28 seconds ahead of Snipes. As I say that, he drifts it around the corner. So everyone else. So that's Jesse's pitting. So basically now the only people that haven't pitted is Knights and Warwick, and they're battling at the moment. So sorry if I missed this. So this is literally a battle for the lead at this current time, but none of these two have pitted, and I guess if you're going to fight, it might be time to just, yeah. If I was Warwick, I would either pit. If Ethan doesn't pit, I would pit, and if Ethan, yeah. Basically do the opposite of Ethan. So if Ethan stays out, pit. If he goes in, stay out. Just to try and see if you can get away from each other, because yeah, that would have cost them both time then. So let's see. Does Ethan pit? No. So, and Warwick pits. Smart move. That's that is experience under that head there. Good work. So now, Nathan Higginson has got a 10-second gap to his teammate Ethan Knight, who hasn't pitted. So that just shows you the power, the time difference of pitting under yellow. So basically now, I think Higginson's got to save his tyres, save his fuel, and just stop doing that shit, and hope for not another safety car. Because if there's another safety car, while he will have track position, his tyre delta will be good 20 laps worse off than the guys around him. So he's hoping this stays green for another 16 more laps. Because I imagine his teammate's probably going to pit now. Nah, he's okay. Well, Ethan's he's going as long as he can, I guess. Because we've got 2 cones in the background knocked over there. He's hoping he basically needs a safety car if he wants to basically have a better track position than the other guys. Because he wants to pit as soon as it goes yellow. He wants to pit as the safety car's coming out, I'd imagine, and then everyone else gets caught up by the safety car, I think. So, lap 25 of 40. Ethan Knight, Nathan Higginson. Rhodey's in 6th. Now, if Rhodey is saving it, because Rhodey's pitted due to the incident. So if he can say, he's basically just got he's on the sort of the same strategy as Higginson. Just keep the tyres under him and keep the fuel manageable. And if he can make it, And another thing, Walshy's pitted as well. So it's up to these guys to just sort of, while they probably won't have the same pace, as I imagine Snipes with fresher tyres, it's going to close down on him. It's still a good position for Walsh. He's would have pitting under yellow while everyone stayed out and pitted under green, which the entire rest of the field did. He's definitely played into his advantage, so I don't know if Walsh is going to fight him here. I doubt it, but I think if Walsh can get like a good 5th, 6th, even a 7th for a Super 3 driver in the caliber of the field, Walsh should be very happy with that. And he should be, unless he does shit like that. And that's going to let Snipes go. He doesn't need to do that. Just Snipes is a good enough driver. You don't have to worry about him hitting you or dive bombing you. If he gets to you and he gets advantage, then let him pass. But you don't have to, sort of. Don't be scared. You're allowed on this racetrack too, Welshie. It's up to Snipes to pass you. Anyway, Angus is in 6th. Who's in the pits? I can hear someone in the pits. Oh, Ethan Knight is finally pit. Sorry. So he's coming out in 5th. And he's going to get pipped by Angus. So is that everyone pitted now? I think, yeah, he was the last to pit. So, let's have a look. Let's go to P... Why am I stuck in P8? Oh, it's fastest lap. Sorry. So, Higginson, with that pitting under yellow, has taken advantage. Got a 15-second gap over Rody, who's in 2nd now. So, and Rody has pitted as well under yellow. While he's not making... What's he doing? Oh, surely... Why is he pitting on lap 26? He's definitely hasn't saved fuel. Okay, well... Ignore me then. I don't know why he's pitting. I thought he would have a lot more fuel and tyres left to keep going. So that's going to give Snipes P2. So there's the difference. So, 34 seconds. That's the difference of a pit stop and the time on track. That's how much it's gained for Higginson. So, if he can just stop fucking spinning and sliding and just keep the car on the track, he should be at like... I believe you can make it. Because... Oh, does... Because they reckon 24 laps. Oh, how many laps under yellow? You'd have to do... Okay, he's probably got a fuel save. I'd imagine there is fuel saving. But you can probably fuel save for 34 seconds. So, yeah, if you can... Like, so what? We've got 12 laps to go. So if you're like... Oh, what? 1.5, 2 seconds slower... I can't do the math. Someone else can do the math. Basically, do the math in your head, like how much slower he can do with a 33 second... Yeah, still a 34 second buffer. So, we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully he can make it. And hopefully this race stays green and we get an interesting... See if a play of a strategy works. So, it's great when an alternate strategy works. You feel like you feel like you're the smartest person on the planet and everyone else is a dipshit. Oh, but he's got to stop doing shit like that. He's got to... Well, he's pitting. Okay. I guess he can't... Well, fuck that then. Throw the last fucking 3 minutes of what I'll be talking about out the window. He's pitting for tyres and fuel, so... He shouldn't need too much fuel here, though. He's still in the lane. That's a long fuel stop. I thought you just need a splash, or maybe... I suppose at the beginning of the race you couldn't put as much fuel in as you needed. So where's Snipes? So Snipes is coming around now, and I think Snipes is definitely going to get him. Oh, well. I fucking suck at commentary. Jesus Christ. So, who else is going to pip him? There's Brown. There's Ethan. And there's Walshy. So, Walshy's in a legit 4th spot at the moment. But that's the thing. Is he fuel saving? Just stay out, Walshy. Just... Fuck it. Maybe you can be my alternate strategy guy. get the FGX up there in a 5th or 6th spot. That'll be fantastic for him. Warwick's down in 6th, so yeah, he was battling one of these guys, so he's lost out in the pit stops. Anyway, so we'll go back to lead. So Snipes in the lead. Brown is 5 seconds behind him and 7/10 behind him. So Knight's brought himself just by having a solid. He had a shocking start. Basically went 2 rows behind, but he's crawled himself back into 3rd just by keeping the tyres on the car. While she's in 4th, hopefully he's playing the fuel-saving game. Is he going to stay out? No, I suck at that as well. So no one can... Okay, so I guess the fuel-saving strategy doesn't work. That's a shame. I thought there was a possibility if you could do it, but I'm wrong. Anyway, so that puts Warwick into 5th. So I guess the closest battle at the moment is these two. The SID Championship leader with Angus Brown here. Ooh. A lot later under braker, and he's made pretty much 1/3 of a car length under that braking there. So nice work, Ethan. So Brown has to cover here. Because if you've got 2 left-handers, you want to be on the inside line. He holds his line, and Ethan's smartly, you know, he's going. I'm not gonna cost us time here, because Higginson is, you know, he's 4 seconds behind him, so he doesn't want to battle for like constantly 10 laps and lose speed to Higginson. But I think this is the closest battle. I'll just have a quick look. So there's Brody's done well, 7th. I don't know if he's going to pit again as well. And you got Alex. Alex has dropped off as Nathan Hins does the fastest lap. So he's dropped down, so he might have had a bad pit stop as well. Franco had that spin, and then Walshy's in 10th. That's still a good round. As Melody's about to get lapped with the leaders, and this has just gotten away. And yep, as Snipes is telling Melody, please let me pass. I'm trying to win this race. Whereabouts is Melody compared to... Oh, she's locked up in front of the leader, and that's cost Snipes, and she's spun. Which I thought, and I think she was getting... Yeah, she's got a bit nervous there. But that's just unlucky for Snipes. Like, she's running her race. She's lost a position there to Glenn Miles. She lost 2 positions then to Glenn Miles and Mark Lane. So that was unlucky because... Yes, she's going slower than Snipes, but she's running her own race too, so Snipes probably could have just, you know, I know it cost him, but he probably could have waited till, you know, the next straight. But maybe just the speed difference was too much. But if I was Melody, I would just go and look, stiff shit, mate. You can pass me on the next straight. I'll let you go there as she goes off again. So I think she's a bit cranky about that. But anyway, back to the race. So Higginson's in... Oh, fuck. Have I missed something? Higginson's in 2nd. Ethan Knight's in 5th. What's happened? Oh, this doesn't have fast rewind. Unless I do this, maybe? Has he gone off? So bear with me as I go back in time. Is that an accident there? No? I don't know. Anyway, sorry about that. But Ethan's now in 5th. Oh, that's the track cam. That's the enter. Angus in 4th. Warwick's in 3rd. Higginson's gone back to 2nd. And Snipes has got a good 10-second lead with 7 laps to go. Been running 108s, these top guys. Just looking at the live timing. So basically running in the 108s. And they've got good tyres. So Higgins is going. See, if I was Melody, I'll just yes, they're coming up on you, but you still need to make your corner. Let them sort it out behind you on the straight, basically. But anyway, well, there was a battle. But I think these guys. I think maybe Angus and Ethan Knight have gotten together. Because I thought they were battling for 3rd and 4th, unless I don't know. Maybe this alcohol's hitting me. I don't know. But this is closest battle on track again still, I think. Roadie's still in 7th, so he's going alright. Excuse me while I just skip through. Yep, so might just stick with this battle. With the 7 laps remaining. 4th and 5th. I'll try and cool camera here. Realistically placed. I think it's the exact same position as it was in real life on the crossbar. It's got a better run, but would you make a move here? That's going to compromise him here into turn 2 though. You want a good run out of this corner. So you want it to be closer for this corner, so I probably wouldn't. That said, and there you go. Did I look behind? No. There we go, inside the bonnet cam. So that's cost him. So he's going to have to stick with him to try and get the position back. So he'll be a bit cranky with himself. He didn't need to do that. So Ethan gets back to 4th. Work, getting through lap traffic at the moment. And again, poor Melody. Having a bad night when it comes to getting lapped. Every time someone's flashed the lights at her, she's had a slide, so... I think for Melody, she's just... Well, yes, you might not be as fast as the leaders, and you don't want to balk them. You still have a right to be on the racetrack, so... Let the faster guy, if you just be predictable and hold your lines, they can pass you on the straights. That's my theory anyway. So Alex Bennett catching up to Roadie. I think Roadie's actually the one that is been trying to fuel save. Because I think, when did he pit? Well, I know he pitted on lap 10, but I don't know if he pitted again. I can't recall. But it might be interesting to see if he can keep he's got a... Where are you, Roadie? He's got a 1 second advantage on Alex. So can he keep that in front of him to keep the 7? Which would be a great result after literally being facing the wall before even crossing the start line at the beginning of the race. So if he's done this, though, I think it shows, and if he can get to the line, it shows how powerful it is pitting under yellow it is compared to pitting under green. I love the mags he's put on I love the rims on this car. Like, they're black, but he's got like this shine on the inside. Looks cool. So, Alex Bennett has definitely made some time as he locks up. And that's going to make even more time for Alex, and he's going to have a faster run on this straight. So I don't know if Alex is going to get him on this lap. This corner, but probably on the straight, as we'll try and find out. Whoa! Definitely fuel saving closing speed there, possibly. But this is I think he's definitely fuel saving. That's a massive speed. That's actually cost Alex. he was right on the racing line. He's probably going to just send it here, possibly. No. It's actually, well, okay. He's made some time back off Alex there, so... Roadie may be playing brake check monk as I say that. Oh, he's held it. He's probably lost about 0.3 of a second. Oh, that's going to even lose door time. Is he going to hold? Is he going to defend? No. Alex is definitely going to send it. Oh. Down the inside. Roadie's got a better run though with the wider line. So he's got 3 laps to hold. This is the battle at the moment. Roadie and Alex Bennett. So if he's fighting like that, he might have the fuel, I guess. He's not letting him go. He's holding 7th. I might just quickly check if there's any other battles up ahead. Angus, Ethan, then Warwick, and Higo, and then Snipes. So they're all quite spaced up. So I think the battle at the moment is these two. as Alex finally gets a good run on the back straight, and that's what you want. When you've got a 180-degree corner, inside will pretty much mostly always win. But Rhodey's pondering a dive down the inside as Alex, oh, there you go. Alex went a bit wide there. So this is not done. If Rhodey can get a good run at, oh man, I'm cursing everyone today. So that might be the end of that battle if Alex keeps it on the road here. Goes a bit wide, but that's good fighting with Rhodey. That's good to see elbows out, Rhodey. That was Super 3 versus Super 2 there. They are technically the same. They're running exactly the same specs, just different bodies. But still, good effort. He's still in the top 10. He's up a spot, so he had a good qualifying spot and run as well, being in 9th. Marcus trying to recover from that spin he had. Also, he's still in 10th. He can get about to get left by Higo. Mark Lane. Now, I think he had a drama because he was up. I think he was up to 7th at one point. Unfortunately, he's dropped down, so he must have had drama. Glenn Miles. I think he was involved in the first lap incident, possibly. And then, yeah, Melody, who was ahead of Mark and Glenn Miles before the leaders came. So I think, yeah, it's just got to get not too flustered when she's getting blue. It is frustrating when you're getting, because in this game the crew chief just goes blue flags, blue flags, blue flags, and won't shut up about it. But I think once she understands, you know, you're allowed to hold, especially if she's racing for a position, that she can basically hold the line and just let him go at the end of a straight. Especially at this track. Anyway, as Glenn Miles has gone for a little excursion. Let's go back to the leaders here, see if there's any changes. So it's still basically it's been averaging around a 10-second difference between Higo and the leader, Snipes. So, an interesting race. I was hoping that, yeah, but basically after looking at the stat sheet, if your fuel's only last 24 laps in on the green, it's going to be very hard to save, yeah, 6 laps worth, I guess. Your tyres will basically make it, but yeah, it's 112 litres. That's going to be the factor of how long you stay out. This is the last lap actually, so I'm glad I went back to the leader. So nice work, Snipes. Got in pole. One more corner. Don't beach it. And Snipes will take race 8. Oops, wrong camera. No. Oh, I'm sorry. That camera. We'll take race 8. Good haul of points. Higo. This will help in his championship. P2. Walshy down in. He will finish the lap down in 10th. Warwick. Good run from Warwick. He showed some speed. Definitely at the beginning of the race. Ethan got back to 4th, so sort of stayed around that area. Mark Lane was up but lost a bit. That's Angus Brown there. Glenn Miles, involved in that first lap incident. Comes home in 11th. And this is going to be... sorry, I was looking at the screen then. Alex, and then there's Rhodey. So Rhodey comes in 8th, so nice recovery there from Rhodey after a first lap incident. Let's see if we can find Snipes if he's doing doughies. Is Snipes doing doughies? Yes, he is. But because of my poo graphics, he looks like he's doing it on ice. There's a car parked there. I wouldn't park to the next to the window doing doughies, but... So, I'll just write down these results, because I'll probably need to remember them. The podium after race interviews, so... Snipes... Pigatoni, and Warwick for race 8. That is your podium. Well, I hope I'm doing alright in this commentary. I do apologise. Spilled alcohol all over myself. The other guys are fucking playing Forza Horizon because I spent $120 on it to play it. It's fucking insane. In 3 days I'll be able to play it for my subscription, so I'll see what it's like. Hopefully it's better than the wheel. The last Forza Horizon game I played was Forza Horizon 3 because it had my highway in it, literally. It had pretty much Mount Nagungun. No, not Nagungun. Sorry, Tipragargan. So if you're heading down the Bruce Highway down to the Sunshine Coast, once you cross past, I think, Deception Bay over the hill, you'll see that big rock of Tipragargan. You can climb it. You do have to do a bit of there's like one part where you do have to sort of scale this sort of steep wall, so it's not the most friendliest climb, but it's a beautiful view. Very beautiful views around Glasshouse Mountains. But no, I did enjoy Forza Horizon 3 just because, yeah, it had so many places around Queensland that I recognised. Because that, and you also had Surfers Paradise, which was actually, like, while, yeah, it was arcadey and had wider roads and all that shit, but they were quite faithful to a lot of the buildings there and a lot of the streets. So that was cool. So that'll be interesting to play Forza Horizon. Now I've got a lot better wheel than my old G20 secondhand G29. So hopefully it's better than on a wheel. Anyway, so with that, the full race results. So we had Snipes P1, Nathan Higginson, Steve Warwick in 3rd, Ethan Knight, Angus Brown, Jesse Bennett bested Alex Bennett for 6th and 7th. Rhodey coming in 8th. That was a good recovery run from Rhodey after the first lap crash. Marcus Franco, Brian Walsh in 10th. Mark Lane 11th. Glenn Miles 12th. Melody Sliff in 13th. Valerie Delabot in 14th. And then Cracker with the unfortunate DNF. So I think we'll just have a quick warm up here. I'm sorry. Oh no, the server's gone down. Oh, it's just restarting. So we'll be restarting the server. So that might change the grip. Yes, I guess when you restart a race, it changes the grip level. But we might have had it set to just be full anyway. So it's set to race. Why is it set to race? Oh, no, it's just AMS being AMS. Apparently there's 850 million billion hours to go. Okay. Practice 1. Oop. So just hold with us here. I don't know, maybe I'll put up drivers. What have we got here? I suppose I'll put on the track map again while we wait. So racing 9 now. So this is only a 20 lap sprint. So your fuels will last, your tyres will last. But that said, by near the end of the race, let's say around after 16, 17 laps, your tyres are going to be feeling it. So if there is an early safety car or even a mid-race safety car, it might be worth it to, if you're down the back, to pop in and put fresh tyres on, because you definitely will have a Delta better tyres at the end of the race, which might be an advantage. Yeah, because as we top right there, so still running soft compound for both races. So yeah, the fuel will definitely last. The tires will definitely last. So this is basically a pure sprint race. What else can I blab on about? Don't know if anyone really... I didn't really see this. I wasn't paying much attention, but I don't know if anyone's gone over this line during the race or exiting the pits. So be an eye on, because it's up to the drivers to report. If they see someone in front of you taking advantage of it, then definitely, you can probably ping them on them. I don't know what the penalty will be, but I remember back in 2021, I was harshly penalised for going half a car length over to exiting the pit lane in qualifying. Had to start in the pits in the next race, so it was pretty brutal. So I don't know what the punishment is. What else? What else can I blow about here? Man, you do need a co-commentator about shit off like that. But oh well. Maybe in 3 days' time I can enjoy Forza as well. Alright, we're just going in. Now, are we doing another qualifying? Because they were unsure if they were going to do another qualifying or not. Nope, we're going straight to warm-up, so it will be progressive grid from the previous race. So I'll go back to the display capture as we go into warm-up. No, I've got to press the other button. That button, I believe. Yes. So I don't know how long warm-up's going to be. Maybe I can do an aerial view of the track. How do I do that? End, delete, up. Here we go. It's definitely an older build of the track. Because this is, yeah, I'd say this is, yeah, good. Probably around mid to late 2000s rendition of the track. This is probably from R Factor. I don't know who did the track originally. Done a good job though. Like, I was there just a couple of weekends ago watching the TA2s, and yeah, it's pretty still very similar. Same, got the wall color of the down the straight there, because I was using that to look at the speed difference for the number 150 car of Buckley and Slade, and basically I'd say if you look at the second coming down the straight, the second bit near the alternate track there, Buckley and Slade were basically getting a third of a car length faster in that section. If you're just watching from the corporate bottle, you know, the roof and the above the pit lane, that sort of cool new sheltered spectator area that's pretty much it's cool. It's basically a free to access corporate box that they let everyone go, and then the actual corporate box is just a indoor area there of the same view. So you could basically get the same view as a corporate box, which is I kind of find really cool. So but yeah, but standing up there, you could see basically that 150 Chevrolet in TA2 Enduro of Slade and Buckley was basically a third of a car length faster down the straight than anyone else, and you could really see it. They'd take off exiting that corner, and that's where they sort of get that speed, maybe shifting a gear there. I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I wouldn't have a clue, as we've restarted the server, it looks like. So something's going on. Everyone's getting mismatches, but that doesn't matter. But I've got chat here. Tim saying, what a result for... Yeah, Beyond Racing. Yeah, did great. Unfortunately, Cheese couldn't make it. Excuse me. But, no, it's Snipes. When he's racing, he's always fast. He definitely can race with the supercar drivers. But I think it's all comes down to calendar with him, unfortunately. Real life shit and all that. So Snipes is going to have pole again, but this time the SES cars are swapped pretty much, with Higginson in second and Knight in fourth, where they were sort of swapped positions in the previous race. So we're just in warm-up at the moment, but we might be going straight to race if they're having issues. I don't know. I'll just go back to my shitty drone cam and delete up. No, delete up. Oh no, we're going to do warm up. Anyway, we'll see if we can. Let's zoom in, let's zoom up. That's up, that's it. Nope, I think we're going straight to race, looks like. Oh no, warm up, still going. But yeah, that sort of dirt road that goes around the top there, that's all still there. But I don't believe those sheltered things. I don't know if they ever existed or they were just put there as background droppings, but setting background elements that the track makers just use. It's a sort of thing, but yeah, but that's pretty much where the secondary sheds are. That's pretty correct. They've got and this is where all the trucks park. So it's a pretty faithful recreation. Whoever's created it. Don't know what's going on with that fence texture though. But anyway. And yep, that's the little safety car, or what's it called, recovery car thing there. That's where another little area there. That's where all the legend cars lined up, and that was the legend car area for the previous 2 rounds they've had there. But yes, basically this is completely gone. The old solo hut's gone, being replaced with a very fancy big red Queensland Raceway thing. I think the pits are a bit narrower. Oh, maybe not actually. No, that might be right. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, there's nothing really. That's where there's an off-road track there. Don't know what that bridge is, but that doesn't exist in real life. There's an off-road track down there, and there's basically just this big ditch to allow water flow, I guess. I do apologise for the jerking of the mouth, but it's so sensitive. They definitely do not exist. That's just a camping ground area. But the actual the dirt road that you go around, well, that's now this bit's been gravelled. This is probably boring as batshit. I do apologise, but I'm just trying to fucking kill time while we wait. But that's actually correct. Like, it does go there, it goes around there, and so a faithful recreation back in the day, I'd say. So whoever did the job, and looks at the scale of the track and the width of the track looks correct. So good job. What do I talk about now? Alt tab, maybe bring up. No, can I alt tab? No, I can't alt tab. Well, you're stuck in this fucking camera then. Okay. Let's just watch Cracker do some laps, I guess. Oh, Higo's going to practice his start. So I still think, with Higo, and he's got to learn. I think I say it every fucking round, but he just doesn't need to push so hard. Tire wear, even when it's one time or normal wear, it's still I think it's the temperature that gets him, and he keeps having these little slides. And while he hasn't completely rotated, it costs him a lot of time. I'd say I think it happened to him about 3 or maybe even 4 times that race. Maybe not that many, but it was definitely a factor of his race. And well, that's the thing, he span into the pits, for God's sake. So that was definitely unnecessary. So he just needs to maybe drive 95%, and that he'll still be fast. Save the hero driving for the last couple of laps when you need to make a decision, I reckon. But he's definitely a fast driver. I don't know if he still does go-karting. I don't know if he still has a go-kart, but did some go-karting. These days, though, you see probably a lot of his 3D modelling stuff. He's doing... If you check out his socials, he's been creating... been trying to force feed him ideas, but he's been creating sort of fantasy possible other manufacturers V8 supercars, because he does have pretty much doesn't have the official CAD, but I think with the people he knows, he can probably just ask for the dimensions of the chassis, and they'll probably just tell him without giving him the official CAD. So he knows the dimensions of the chassis and the the wheelbase and all that jazz, and how high the rear and how wide the rear is and all that stuff. So he's made a Bentley. I think he helped SS Media do a BMW, which looked really cool. as a V8 supercar. I think his most recent one was a Nissan. I don't think he's finished it, but he did a Nissan 350Z, which looked pretty cool. But I do, yeah, the more the better, because they're very professionally does. He uses Max 3 V Red, or I think it's well, not. I think Autodesk V Red or something like that, which is a pretty fancy software for doing renders of vehicles, basically. So Valerie Delabot or Delabo, I should really ask before I commentate how to pronounce everyone's name, but hopefully they have a better race this time around, because I think they got turned. Yeah, they got turned by Rody, which caused the one and only safety car, and it does suck when you get involved in a crash that wasn't your fault. Especially that Rudy got recovered from it, and I don't think Valerie did, so may have gotten more damage in the rear and had to stay in the pit longer. Who knows? But we should be able to grid up soon. Please grid up soon. I'm running out of shit to talk about. I do like Beyond Racing have done their own pit box, which is good to see. So has, even though my settings are poo. Come on, please tick over. Just tick over. I'm dying here. Michael trying to get as much practice as he can. He didn't have a good... He was running well, but I think, yeah, he might have got turned or something. Alright. So, let's see if I can get to the grid camera. There we go. People grid up. I might get my drink ready. Hopefully, do a sound check without spilling everywhere this time. Thank you. Alright, so they've got a minute to get to the grid. Hopefully everyone's had their toilet break, smoking break, marijuana break, heroin break, cocaine break, glue break, whatever. For the race, is someone... Well, they're revving high. No, I think they're all here. That's good. I think we've still got 15 on the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are off. So, I'll go through the grid. Wrong way, wrong way. So, pole last race and winner of last race. Beyond Racing Team Tenoir's Snipes, Kane Gray, will take pole and lead us in the formation lap. Here you go. Well, he had an interesting race. He did call back to get second. He's definitely got pace, but he just needs to iron out the little lazy slides, basically, or lazy spins. Steve Warwick had a great... He was showing some pace at the beginning of the race, so hopefully he can keep that up and stay with him. Got third. Ethan Knight, so he's unfortunately gone backwards a little bit, but he's still in getting good haul of points, so and he hopefully gets a better start this time around. Angus Brown in fifth. Don't crash into your teammate there, Jesse Bennett, who was battling Alex Bennett all race in sixth and seventh. Brady for Super 3. He had a great recovery race, and I think pitting on a yellow definitely helped him. Marcus Franco had a spin last race, hopefully avoids that this time. Brian Walsh, good position for Walsh, just kept his nose clean. P10, even though I say that, he was involved in the first lap crash, but I think the pitting in the yellow helped him too. Mark Lane, who was running quite well, but I think he had a spin that I missed, so hopefully that doesn't happen as well. Glenn Miles, hopefully keep it clean this time as well. Melly Smith, who was running well in the Super 3s before the front leaders came and lapped her, and unfortunately hindered her race. Valerie Delabo, hopefully they don't get hit in their arse this time. And Cracker, who hopefully had an engine blow last time for double shifting, so hopefully that doesn't happen this race for him as we get ready for the next race. Hang on, what's the next camera? Here we go. So, don't mind me while I try and figure this fucking camera system out. Oh, green light. I mean... Ooh, quick green. Lots cleaner start this time. Snipes has got the inside. Higo's had the same run, but he's going to be... doesn't have the position. But Higo's gone around the outside. Whoa, nice bloody start there. So Higo's got the pace. And oh, that's Franco down. Oh, where's the key? What's happened to... Oh, poor Franco. What's happened there? So there were 3 wide ahead of him. I think he just went into Ethan there. And Ethan's had a shocker. Where's Ethan at the moment? Oh, I should really get back to the race. Sorry about that, guys. So Higginson's in the lead. Nope, that camera doesn't... Fuck, that camera didn't work. Snipes in second. Warwick in third. Angus in fourth. Jesse in... Ethan's, had another shocking start because he got hit by Franco at the beginning there. Cracker's up 8 spots. What the fuck? How did you do that? Well done, Cracker. He's past Rhodey. Mike Lane's up 2. Alex went down, so he might have been caught in that. Melody's up. She's had a good start, and these Super 3s in here. And poor Franco's been rotated again. So, right, back to the leaders. Sorry about this. So Higginson's using this speed because he's got the pace. So hopefully you can just keep all 4 tires on the black stuff and keep the wheels from locking up like that. Beautiful. Keep that up, and he's got a good shot to win this race. The teammates of the CRE Ops are 4th and 5th. Ethan now with unfortunately another shocking start, but the best start by far is Cracker up 8 spots. So I think he must have just had a great start and just sent it down T1 and T2 and just got everyone. So well done. Past his teammate. Melody's up 3 spots. She's in the top 10, so hopefully she can keep this good thing because she was ahead of Glenn Miles and while she last raced. So Lane's obviously had a big spin because he's back down to 15th behind Franco. So anyway, and this lead's extending. He's gaining about 2/10 per lap. Oh, alcohol burn there. Sorry. But it's up to 2/10 per lap now. So I think Snipes is probably just content to just keep, as long as he doesn't piss off too far down the road. He knows that Higo can. He has lost many. Unfortunately it's plural. As Warwick goes wide. And it's going to take a while to get on this track, so I think he might... will this... I don't know if Angus is close enough to take advantage of that, unfortunately, but he's going to be closer than he was before. As... Snipes has he made some... Oh, has Higo made a mistake there? That looks a lot closer than 7/10. So he's gained up 2/10 on that, so... And they keep it in the line. So these guys are going back and forth, and they're gapping. So Warwick I think he was trying hard to keep up with Snipes, but unfortunately, just a little mistake on turn 4 has cost him a bit. But a lot of field spread here, so it's very fast. Definitely, speed definitely makes a difference here. A stupid thing to say, anyway. Angus has gotten up one, so has Jesse. It's Ethan. I think Ethan had another shocking start, and I think Cracker got in underneath him, forced him wide, and slowed him down. Then maybe Marco sort of hit him, or Marcus Franco hit him in the side and caused him to rotate. Unfortunately, but Marcus must have had a good start as well to get up there. So now Higginson's back to putting his foot down. So this is a pure sprint race, so I guess, yeah, tyres aren't going to be as a factor and fuel's not going to be a factor, so this is where Higo can shine. And oh, jeez. I'm worried about cursing him every time he does that. And that's the thing, that's going to, like, even though he's getting, okay, he lost a 10th there on that corner. Why? But Snipes is just going to go, I enjoy seeing that because he's going to go, well, he knows you're pushing. And that's just going to keep Snipes on track and go, if you do that again, I'm going to take advantage. Warwick sort of settled back to third. And he's held a 1 second gap over Angus. Yeah, they're just all spacing out, so Ethan started hot, but yeah, he hasn't. Qualifying pace has been good, but for the series leader, if he gets a 6th, that'll definitely, and he goes behind him in the points. This will definitely narrow the championship lead. Cracker's still running 8th, so this is a lot better race than he had before. Just keep that gear shift working properly. No pit stops required if it stays green. And these guys, Super 3 having a big battle here. Walshy having a look under Melody here. So Melody's lost out to Marcus Franco and Glenn Miles, I think. Valerie's having a better run this time, leading this pack of Super 3s, I should say. So the Super 3s are definitely all closer. I'll just go back to the leaders, just make sure I'm not missing anything. So it's come back down to 5/10. So Higo's obviously he was up to about a second. So I think he's made another wobble, as that looks maybe even closer than 5/10 if he gets a good run here, Snipes. It is. It's now under, so he's got an extra 10th there too. So is Higginson starting to shake? Let's see if I can go into Snipes' car, if I can find the thing, and just watch that's what Snipes is going. Yep, keep doing that. A, it slows down your exit, and B, it warms up your tyres and heating up the tyres. And he's braking a lot later there, a lot later, and he's made the apex. So he might have even got another 10th here. So Snipes is going, right, I think you're struggling to keep that speed up. He's braking way later. Oh, nice. So still 14. Oh, another slide. Snipes is just absolutely sending it. So he's basically trying to brake a tad bit later than Higatoni. So what's that? Still 410. So he's sort of maintained that thing. I think Snipes is just braking maybe a tiny bit too late, maybe, and not getting the advantage. But he needs. This is the most important corner of the track, and that's definitely gonna capitalize for Snipes. That car is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and Higginson's going to have to cover because he knows he lost 3/10 then. So this is right. Oh, and I think Warwick's gone off in the background. He has, and that's going to give Angus a podium. No, not just yet. He's still got overlap here. He wants to hold that overlap for the two left-handers, but I think he's got the, and it goes up on the curve. Well, he's made a mistake. He's held the spot. Good work, Warwick. Right, we'll go back to the leaders here. Sorry, this is. I think we're getting to the halfway mark, and I don't know what the tyres are, or what the tyres' life is like. But there's a battle again as Angus dives down the inside. He's going to have, or is he going to go for a braking move here? You'll slow. The thing is, if you go too wide there, you'll slow yourselves both down. So I think this is wise. Stay in the under the wing here and get a better run for the turn 3. Because turn 3 is by far the best passing spot. Sorry, just need alcohol. But I think this. I don't know if that's gotten. I think it looks like Knight's caught up to Jesse here too. We've got a safety car. We've got a safety car, and it's on Marcus Franco again. Oh, hopefully this hasn't rotated. Right, so, and it's right at the midpoint race, so let's, oh, what's happened? And, oh, Valerie's been booted up the backside again. So it just came in too hot, bang, and spun them both. And when you get 2 cars stationary, that triggers the safety car, so it's quite sensitive here. So let's just have a look at that on board. Well, yellow. Oh, come on, rewind. Just bear with me here. So, brake lights, yeah, way later, and just, he's never gonna make that. Poor Valerie's been booted up the backside twice. So, is any, now, definitely you want, not gonna pit if you're leading, you're in the leader, but if you're near the back, like this, if you're, I reckon, yeah, if you're 10th onwards, yeah, pit. So who's pitted? So, and that was, so Angus pitted. So Angus is going, I want fresh tyres. So he's lost a bit, yeah, he's lost, well, he wasn't 5th, so he's lost about, yeah, 6 spots, 7 spots. Valerie's, fortunately, yeah, hopefully hasn't got too much damage. Rhodey's staying out, so they all slow down under the safety car. So if I was, yeah, I reckon if you're 10th onwards, I reckon pits, because you're going to have a 10, 11, yeah, 11 lap delta, or 10 lap delta, I should say, compared to the, and that will make a difference around here. Having fresher left-hand side tyres definitely help exiting T3. So is anyone else pitting? Come on, Walshy, pit. No. Valerie, what about you? No. Angus, you've already pitted, so Angus is going to be the one to watch to see if this strategy works. He has sacrificed 5 or 6 positions, but he's got brand new rubber for the next 10 or 9, I don't know, 9 green laps. And, oh, Franco's having a disaster. What's happened here? Just too hot into the pit lane. Coming to get fresh tyres. Oh, he's just locked on the brake. He hasn't hit the tyres, thankfully, so there won't be damage on that. But he's already probably got enough damage on the front from hitting Valerie anyway. But I don't think anyone else has pitted. No. So Higginson leading. I think the tyres. I think Higginson's rear tyres are going. Thank fucking God. Get to breathe here. But Snipes is this does make Snipes pretty much a 10th closer. Hopefully he can get a good start. And this has helped because Warwick was sort of running with him until he went off at T4 there. And Marco's now got to drive. He's obviously coming. I don't know if you get penalised for going across the line or if he's just sped in the pits. But I didn't actually fully read it. You probably told me, but I think it said pit lane violation. So Alex Bennett's in 4th. Now this is, and behind him was Angus. Are we going green here? We are. That's going to be removed. That's just this stupid thing. So Higginson's going to hold, and he's going now. Snipes hasn't. No, it hasn't been. It's probably, yeah, decent start by both of them, but I think Snipes got a little bit. Oh, as I say that, he twitches. Everyone gets through T2 cleanly this time. No, as I say that, what's happened between these two? And is that? That is. Oh, that's Angus Brown. Well, that's the gamble. You get fresh tyres, but you go down in the pack, and then you gotta fight in the basically in the doldrums, and that's cost him. So That has not paid off for putting tyres on. I appreciated the idea, but it has not worked for him, so that advantage is now gone. So, back to the leaders with 8 laps to go. Higginson, Snipes, and Warwick. Snipes looked a bit wide there, I think. Snipes with the fastest lap just then, it said. It was a purple lap, 8 at 108.203. But he's a good half a second behind Higginson. Ethan Knight's been held with Jesse Bennett here. Oh, now Snipes is... I think Higginson must have had a slide exiting T2 because that is definitely not half a second. So Higginson's have to cover on the inside here. Does Snipes go for the crossover? No, he's trying to go for the... Oh, this is brave. But this will compromise... That's not... It's brave, but it's smart because you're making Higo turn tighter than his car wants to. And that could have made it... That could have been worse for Higginson, but he holds on to it. But he's battling to hold the lead here. And that's bringing this battle of 2 to possibly a battle of 5 if they keep this up. Back down to 2/10 of a lead as for a lead. As we go to the helicam. Cool. I wish I could actually control when it goes to helicam, but who cares? And that's a bit wider for Snipes. He might go off here, yes, but he's held it. But that's given Warwick a sniff here. But he's still got a run on Higginson. So Higginson holds the inside again. Now, every time they do that, that slows them both down. Higginson goes narrow. That slows... So he's going slower. That slows up Snipes because he can't take advantage. And that just gives Warwick, you know, an extra couple of tenths on that corner. So Warwick's enjoying this. There's a battle... Ooh. Going to, yeah, you don't really want to go too wide there. They'll slow you both down. Like, while you can pass there, it's not a passing spot. As Snipes has another look. Coming down to 5 laps to go here in the sprint race. These two have had a good round so far. All 3 of them, actually. I think this is the same, yeah. Just swapping P2, 1 and 2 as the race 1 results. Snipes looked a bit fast around that corner. Oh, disaster. I fucking cursed him again. He's in the middle of the track. Oh, goodness me. I might get a replay of, where is it? Of this view. How close was he hitting him then? Snipes in front of him. He's gone right. Where are you going? Where are you going? There you are. Jesus. Oh, and, so did Warwick readdressed? Warwick's readdressed. Okay, well, that's changed the entire track race now. So let's go. Okay. So this is now a battle for the podium. That was a shame. I've cursed him again. So Higginson's got a 3-second lead now, but now this is going to help the championship leader. He was running, yeah, 6th or 5th. Cracker's still in. Cracker's in 4th. This is a great race for Cracker. He's got pace. Just couldn't show it last race because he blew his engine. But Higginson now, if he... Please look after your tyres here, Higo. You have a 4-second lead. Do not lock up. Do not lock up. Do not lock up. Good man. This is what you just have to do this. Well done, Higo. So this race is yours if you keep it sensible. This is going to be a big help points for the SES guys. Because even if he can get Jesse, this will be a 2nd place for Jesse if he can hold it. It's a real shame that incident happened with Warwick and Snipes because the 2 Commodores, they were. I think just the line difference. Because Higginson was going narrow and Snipes was going wide entrance, trying to get a better exit, and I think that's just opened the door to Warwick, and Warwick's obviously had a good run too, and it just said, oh, the door's open, and I just think two cars don't go in that same spot, unfortunately. I'll just check if there's any other battles. Cracker's having a cracking race. Alex is now up to 5th, up 2 spots. Snipes has recovered into 5th. Rhodey's in 7th, but Warwick's probably going to have a look at him down the end of this straight. Valerie's been whacked in the arse twice, but come back to 9th. Melody's in 10th. Great, going good now. I mean, she's not getting lapped. She's doing all right. And just behind him is the battle of these three. That's going to help her. Those two go off. They're battling. And poor Angus is not recovered after that. It was a long spin after hitting Mark Lane, getting close. And poor Marcus Franco has just had a disaster this race. Anyway, sorry, back to Heat 2 with 3 laps to go. I might just keep it with these guys. I do apologise if my camera work is very sharp and jaggedy, but there's no real smoothing transitioning to cameras here. 2 laps to go. Higgins has got a 5-second lead. He doesn't really need to extend it. Just needs to make it last. Ooh, that's a good run. That's a great run for Ethan, and he's already going to be past him by the middle of the back straight here, so he's got advantage. Both brake at pretty much the same time, and he's going to have the whole 180 degrees to himself there, so great pass. And that is 1-2 for the SES boys in race 9 for the sprint. Cracker is basically matching. He's held this distance, pretty much the half a second distance between him and Alex, so Cracker thinking maybe if he keeps this up, it might be a promotion if he's got this pace, because the guys ahead of him are not running down the road, so he's definitely shown some improvement, so nice work, Cracker. As Higgins is up to a 6.4 second lead with these guys battling, so 7.5 seconds, so I don't know if he's taken, what was his last lap? He did a 108.2, so he's still doing pretty fast laps, so he's not slowing down. Ooh, that's the hurt. The tire's starting to hurt on lap 19. Let's have a look at the back here. So Snipes is he having a look on? He's catching up to Alex. Warwick did get Rhodey. Rhodey's still in 8th. So now here we go. This is turned into a battle pack with Cracker must have had a bad exit, and that's invited. The thing is, got nowhere to go here, Snipes. And they're going to go 3 wide as someone's lunched it. Someone's lunched it. What the? He's more than lunched it. He is upside down. What the fuck happened here? That is P2 gone. Oh my goodness me. That's going to be a talking point. Wow. That didn't. So he's recovered. Is that a safe? No, it's not a safety car. But that is the championship leader on his side. Wow. So Bennett is running second, but he's going to readdress, and that's going to put Cracker into 3rd on the last lap. So anyway, I better find the leader here. And Higgins is. Oh my God! What have you done? He's lucky he's got a X amount of lead, an 11-second lead with everyone redressing, but you do not need to spin out on the last lap. Here you go. Anyway, sorry, the alcohol's hitting me a bit here. Yeah, probably. Anyway, Higginson, can he get around the last lap without spinning corner? He is going to win this race, and he's okay. You crossed the line. Well done. It's a yellow flag. Snipes has gone back to 2nd. Sorry, I've missed this. Bennett's just got him. He's just pit Bennett. Cracker's in 4th, so he holds 4th. Well done. It's Warwick in 5th. Rhodey in 6th. Melody's got me in for 7th. So this is a way better sprint race for Melody this time. Well done, Melody. Top 10, just pips out Walsh. And Walsh is beating Ethan after having his car do a primo slide down in the boonies. Ben Miles in 10th. Nearly getting murdered there by Jesse, who's pissed off with himself as he kills the crowd. Angus Brown in 12th. And Mark Lane in 13th. And Valerie, who's had a disaster, unfortunately. He's going to come in 14th, as well as Marcus Franco, who, yeah, helped with that disaster. Alright, we'll find the leader. Is he doing burnouts? Cracker's doing burnouts. He's going... It's definitely his best race for quite a while. I don't know if that might be his highest finish ever in Development Series. I could be wrong. Brody's happy. He's in 6th. He's doing donuts. Melody, you should join him. Great result from Melody after having an unfortunate race. Walshy's parked in the grass. And Ethan Nutt now. I'm going to try. Bear with me. Let's see how fast this rewind works. I want to try and see if I can break down this crash before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna make it before the server closes. But I want to see what happened. How badly Bennett, or was it Bennett? I think it was Bennett that hit him. Like, he must have really missed his braking spot. He's flashed his lights at him there, saying, yeah, thank you. I don't know how... Here we go. So here's the primo slide in reverse. 360 primo slide. Double 360, 720. Anyway, stop. Anyway, we'll play. Okay, space doesn't work when you go in reverse. So we'll go into Bennett's view. Nope. Where's Bennett? Fuck. Here we go. Inside car. How late did he brake? Because he is miles back. Good 3-4. He didn't have the best exit there. Oh, he's broke at the wrong braking marker and just absolutely murdered him. And you can tell he feels bad. He's going, I think I've just committed a murder. Look how far he spun. Like, in real life, there is a pond there. Well, it's dry at the moment, but there is a ditch there. God damn it. It changes its order when you... Where's my space? Where's my thing? And I'm alt-tabbed. Oh my god. Spacebar doesn't work. Right, rewind. Sorry. I'm trying to do this before the server closes. I really want to watch this crash. Go. No, space. No, space. No. I'll try and do it in slow-mo before the server crashes. No, for fuck's sake. So where did he hit him? Must have hit him dead smack under the door. And just... gone up, and look at that. That's the series leader, folks, out of second. And that is the end of the server. Alright, well, I guess I gotta do fucking interviews because no one else is. So bear with me here. We'll just go, I'll put on... give me a second, I'll go quit out of this game. I'll put... I'll put on... Where's the screen? There we go. I'll just put that on there. Give me a moment, guys. I will do it. Just get out of this screen and game. Alright. How do I bring people to interviews? Can I just drag them up? I was too busy looking that up. I forgot who won that race. I think it was Higo. So how do I drag? Can I drag them up? Are they in the voice chat? Supercars Championship. Can I drag you up? Do I have that power? Give me a moment here, guys. Maybe I just don't bother. Can I invite him? Can I drag him? Drag? Yeah, yeah. I don't think I can. I think I need someone else to do that. Oh, well, I'll just do this manually, so give me a moment. So, winner of the last race was this man. If I can find the screenshot. Where is it? This man. Well done, Nathan Higginson, for winning that last race and coming second in the previous race. Then we had... who else? Oh, we have to have... mention it, Snipes. He won the previous race from pole. So nice work, Snipes. Who else? We did have Warwick to get in third. So where's Warwick's car? I'm sorry for being this unorganised. And I think the alcohol's hit me, so I do apologise. Give me 1 second. I can't even find it. There's too many screenshots. I have a wall of screenshots in front of me. You know what? Let's just give a shout out to this man. I think he's fourth. That fourth, I think, is the highest he's ever come. So obviously ever placed in this. So interesting race. I'm sorry I did this all manually. Hopefully they'll get the Forza Horizon out of their system for next round, and I'll be sober. But yeah, doing this by myself I'm not a professional. Well, I hope you enjoyed that bootleg of round 4 of race 8 and 9 in the ASR 2026 Dev Element series. Here's Warwick. I can't find the thing, but that's Warwick. He came in third in the previous race and then fifth in the last race, I think. So, with that, I think I might just end it there, because if I keep talking, it's going to get worse. I'll probably bore the shit out of you guys anyway. I might just put the outro of the ASR, and I will hopefully end the stream properly and it loads on the internet correctly and you guys get to watch it. So, catch you guys later. Please play. Why aren't you working? I've got to turn them off. Or do I have to put you on top? I've got to put it on top. Oh, it's layers. Okay. Goodbye, guys.